Hello, welcome to my latest video. I thought I'd do an underpainting using Mars Brown today. And there's my palette, messy thing as usual. Yeah, this Mars Brown painting is somewhere in between the Van Dyke Brown I've been using, which is quite dark, and the Burnt Sienna, which is the other end of the scale, which is quite a light brown. So I thought I'd do something in the middle, just to see what would happen. So it's only going to be small, this one. It's only 12 by 8 inches. So it's only dinky. And we'll see what will happen. Happy Monday to everyone. We hope you've all had a good weekend. Just setting up my headphones and my music. And just establish a quick horizon. Just with a bit of sap green. Into the sap green I've just added a bit of crimson just to darken off a bit. And Payne's grey. Some titanium white now just to sort the sky out. It's kicked up some of that Payne's grey on the horizon, that doesn't matter. Thank you so much for watching all my stuff. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. And you'll see all my projects and things I've been working on my website, jonkidd.co.uk. Yeah, it's quite pleasing already, the sky. Plenty of fast movements with my music on. Excuse me, just swallowing coffee while I'm chatting. Nice bit of Payne's grey going in for that sky. A bit of anger. Not too bad so far. Just saw my camera out again. Well, it looks like a monster with big teeth leaping out of the sky and the clouds. I'm just going to add a bit of yellow in this in the distance. Just a quick suggestion. Yeah, I'm always, when I'm painting and listening to music, I'm always obsessed about my camera, and I'm always worried it's out of focus. So I keep having to make sure. Bit of Payne's grey now for this foreground. Excuse me, swallowing coffee. Yeah, nearly fell off my palette then. Not my palette, what's it called? My easel. Just felt it go. I just tighten things up a bit. Oh, it's picked up some of the yellow on that Payne's grey, but that works. Sap green now. Yeah, it's looking quite dark with that brown, but it's sort of brought out the yellow light and the titanium white there. It's kind of enhanced it somehow. That's when I don't do an underpainting. Paintings tend to be a bit dull. And yeah, one of my biggest bugbears about acrylic paint, when it dries, it tends to get even darker, and the colours tend to fade, which is a bit of a pain. I'd love to, I've used oils before, but I've just got nowhere to dry them in my tiny studio. I haven't got the space to be drying paintings, particularly the volume I paint them in. If I'm doing 2 or 3 paintings a day, sometimes, just soon run out of space. I'd love a proper studio that's free of dust and dogs and bloody everything else. I don't let my dogs in the studio, but there's always the odd dog hair that manages to find its way in here. If I've got oil paints drying, then I need to be away from dust and hairs and stuff. It's quite pleasing, that sky so far. A bit more titanium white going in. Payne's grey for that black sky. Going to blend in that Payne's grey with titanium white a bit. Another thing with acrylics, it doesn't blend so easy, it's not like oils. I find oils are far more forgiving than acrylic, because it takes so long to dry, but the benefit is of oils, you can move the paint around a bit more, whereas you can't with acrylic, as it dries in 10 minutes. Yeah, I just plonked a bit of ultramarine blue, just give it some interest on the left hand side of the sky. Yeah, I've been working some of the weekend, and yesterday I did a flying visit to Oriel Colwyn for the Northern Eye Photography Festival. But with working, I couldn't spend enough time there. I'd love to go back again and really soak all the exhibitions in. There's some amazing work, and it's really putting Colwyn Bay and the area on the map. It's nice to have a bit of culture. Yeah, it is very dark, that foreground, but we'll see, it might add to it. We'll see. Yeah, it's looking reasonably ominous. If you can hear chattering in the background, it's the bloody neighbours. Love to live in the middle of nowhere. But it's what it says. Yeah, it's looking not too bad. There's an illusion of a hill there on the centre of the horizon, just poking through the clouds. I can live with that. Let's sort this bit out a little. Might be trees. They're definitely trees. Yeah, what, 10 minutes and we've got a painting. It's not the best in the world, but yeah, it'll do for me, I think. We're at that point where it is just about dandy. Bit more titanium white. I know every video I do I say just about dandy. It's one of my favourite terms I use. Yeah, almost there, just a few little finishing bits. Yeah, that I might sort out. I put a bit of, what do you call it, Payne's Grey up here. It's on the left hand side of the sky there. I might get rid of it. I'll have a think about that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.